Hi, Collective. Welcome back to the DGC. It is your Divine Goddess, Davy. We back in the house. Collective, thank you for that little bit of grace there. Life be life and life be busy, Collective. You know what I mean? So I be taking a minute to prioritize and what's necessary. You understand what I'm saying? So I hope you all are doing the same as well. But I definitely miss y'all, Collective. You all were all on my mind. I was just like, I can't wait to get back to the collective and get them some readings. I did, something? Let me tap in real quick. Because I had somebody, I always read the comments, collective. I love when y'all leave me comments. I read everything. So I did have somebody stop through and they were like, drop that reading, drop that video, and I was like, I appreciate you, for giving me the heads up and all of that. But I wrote a few words. Let's see. The PSA, of course. What is this? That ain't what I want. Okay. All right, let's get to it. It says, sometimes you gotta let the pot marinate, collective. You know what I mean? When you're cooking up something and you gotta let it marinate to tenderize all the good juicy meat and the vegetables and let everything just simmer and let those seasonings like soak in all the way. Yeah, collective. Sometime, you cannot rush readings. Some people get drops immediately. Some people are in it for different types of reasons. So they just, they pumping it out. Some people, this is their full-time career. So it's their job to go ahead and pump that stuff out. Everybody has a different mode of movement or how they doing this thing. You know what I mean? Okay. And it says, I also found that people are very demanding. The world is very narcissistic. And if you are not, what did I write? If you're not internally and externally well built, they will trample you. People will tell you what to do with your stage, with your play, with your movie. You know what I mean? So never let anybody tell you what to do with your movie, collective. Remember, they actors, if they even a part of your movie. You know what I mean? They can be dismissed. Sometimes it's for other reasons that have nothing to do with the subscriber audience. Remember, when you're a content creator, there are other things going on in the background, collective, that the audience is not always aware of. And it's things that we have to do. Mind you, you heard, oh, come on, Spirit, back me up early. That Spirit is always backing me up, collective. If you would be in here with the Divine Goddess Connection, if you with the Divine Collective, Spirit, stay backing your girl up, okay? So, yeah, collective, there is loads of content that has not been seen by so many people. That's domestically and internationally. I get a lot of international comments from people, and I want to say shout out to my international subscribers, my international viewers. I see you, I see you, I see you. I'm going to write down all the countries that I've been seeing that people have given me shout outs from. I think I might even had a New Zealand up in there. Listen, people from all over the world, collective, are watching the content, and you all are part of this collective movement right here. So I am appreciating you all. Thank you. So, what did I write? Sometime there were others from around the world who have not saw the content. And then there are other people who are very busy, so just like myself, and they don't always have time to sit down and watch a full video or sit down and even catch a few minutes where they can just, sap in some of that. So I give them a preview. I give them a little drop so they can still be a part of the content collective. They still need to see the content collective. I mean, it is so many good messages out there. You know what I mean? What else we got here? As well, the beauty of being an entrepreneur and owning your own business, you're on nobody's time clock, so never feel rushed. You know what you have to do. As well, I prefer a quality product. You know what I mean? I could pump out videos. I could just pump out information. But is that satisfying? Let me make sure my mic is on. Is that satisfying? Not always necessarily, collective. If I'm just, I'm not doing it from the heart. I do this from the heart. I do this from the heart. Give y'all these messages. This ain't a game for me, for entertainment purposes only. You know what I'm saying? We gotta put that out there. But it ain't a game for me. You know what I mean? When I'm delivering these messages, I want you all to be intelligent. I want you all to be smart. Okay? I want you all to use your brain. Use that good old mind that you got. Those comprehensive skills, you know what I mean? To sort through things, that critical thinking, all that stuff right there. I want you to use that, collective. Okay? What else did I write? And as well, it's easy to get into the franchise of tarot. You know what I mean? Just being amongst the pot. You know what I'm saying? But we're set apart, collective. We are set apart. All right? You're not concerned with how fast people want you to pump out the video. Right. Versus the impact that it's going to make when it does hit. You know what I mean? Some people just pump out. I did my videos. You know, I get that. If you just in it, you know, for numbers, you're growing whatever you're growing. I get it. You know what I mean? But over here, your divine goddess Davy, you know what I mean? I put heart and soul into this. You know what I mean? This is a quality product that I'm delivering. Versus, okay, let's not forget, we have a whole entire 360 outside of our personal endeavors. You know, I just stated that, who can include children, full-time employment, taking care of your household, cooking, cleaning, laundry, general parenting, getting rest, and also self-maintenance. All those things, collective, are happening around these video drops that you see us tarot readers doing. Okay, as well. There are some tarot readers where they have come to the level where this is their full maintenance. We stated that. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Other than that, collective, I wrote we will carry on with the business of getting on these people normally as we do. All right. It's important that you have a healthy balance between work life and personal activity. Be careful not to burn out. Be careful of overexhausting yourself, not getting enough rest, and remembering the reason why you do a thing. If you begin to make something feel like work that was supposed to be a personal, you know, activity, a personal endeavor of yours, I don't want that. I got work elsewhere. You know what I mean? Like, I want this to feel, I want this to be, and it is different. This is my place where I invite all the divine goddesses, where we come chat, chill, grow, share, learn with one another. Okay? This is our space of peace, and it will remain that way. Okay? And I wrote, whoever takes a cake out of the oven before it's ready. Who takes the cake out? If they're little cakes, I said they're cupcakes, and sometimes they're three-layer, four-tier cakes. You know, like sometimes they, you know, they just stacked high. So once again, that's my 8 minutes. Y'all know how I do. I will put it down in the description below. Y'all know how I do. But let's get on with the reading. All right, I'm going to make this reading quick, and then I'm going to get on to some other readings, because I just want to more so drop that PSA first and then slip in this quick reading. All right, I got a message. And it said, for Mariah. That's what I heard Spirit tell me. This message is for Mariah. So, if your name is Mariah, you know a Mariah, you know, I don't know how that could be significant, but if it applies, take it from there. Your name could begin with an M. You know, it could be a Mary, or it could be a name somewhere around that type name. Maya, you know, Mina, I just heard. Okay. All right. Message. Spiritual waking. A spiritual awakening is happening. What has occurred here is there is a masculine, him, right there, who is having a realization and an awakening about whoever Mariah is, right? This is coming on the heels of cheating, broken trust. This is coming on the heels of hurting and agonizing pain. As well, whatever was supposed to be a good time with this sexual chemistry, it wasn't a good time. It's upside down. They're waking up. There's a forever breakup, an ending happening for this masculine. They're also waking up because they are thoroughly heartbroken, because they have no contact. It is silent. That's what's going on over here. What's going on over here? Excuse me. That's a spiritual rule. There's inner growth happening for the both. See that? They're having a spiritual awakening. And the feminine energy, the Mariah. Okay. I just heard About My Face, Mariah and Nikki. That song, About My Face, that's what I just heard. Inner growth. We got snake, not what it looks like. Somebody was coiling. They was a reptile. Ooh, they were a liar. They were a liar. Read between the line. Look for what's hidden. There have been things revealed. I'm getting goosebumps right now. There have been things revealed. About a proposal, about a commitment. Secrets that were kept. Blocked. Obstacles. And shapeshifter. Mimicking. And you see the snake shows up twice on this side. When I tell you this person was extra slimy, extra grimy, extra filthy, okay? Extra manipulative, putting an extra spin on it. You know how they say, add extra mayo, okay? Or they say, give me a double shot, you know? That. Double shot of cappuccino, make it extra strong. That. A double bite. For whoever the divine feminine energy is. And I told you the name I heard. Right now, what's in the middle? What's happening? That this masculine is watching. They're about to watch. They gonna watch. It's silence, no contact. Told y'all. When it concerns soulmate, everlasting, single, not in a relationship, and bliss and happiness. It was to the benefit of this feminine that she met a snake like this. It was to her benefit. Stronger is this feminine over here. Got bit 2 times by the same snake. 2 times. That must mean the person apologized and came back and did it again. This person wanted to potentially marry this person. Okay? But this masculine is about to watch this feminine walk off in bliss and happiness. All by herself. That's what's about to happen. And somebody new is popping up on the scene. So whoever Mariah is, or the M, if you got an M first, last, middle initial maybe, you see it's silence, right? It's silence. All that illuminated. Everything illuminated. See with the wisdom? Illuminated. Let's get a shuffle. Oh yeah. Put this on the table. I ain't got my towel out, y'all. Y'all know how I do. I'm gonna try to control myself. Because y'all know I can get weak. So, shame. Somebody feels shamed. Okay? It's a damn shame. Sad. Over here. Dilemma. Introspection. Looking inward. Whoever this is over here. Curiosity. And exhaustion. They are curious right now as to what this feminine energy is doing. Spirit. Getting a shuffle for the feminine part over here. We're going to roll out. This was a quick one. Loneliness. Helplessness. This really impacted this feminine energy over here. It really did. But things being brought to light is wisdom. You know what I mean? Is wisdom. That snake energy here is wisdom. This feminine could even feel jealousy and anger over whatever occurred with this person right here. They had to read between the lines. They had to look for what was hidden. Okay? There was a possible proposal, some type of commitment that was on the table. All right? And confusion came in. As to like, what is this? What is this? Disappointed. This feminine energy is reflecting. And she's angry. She's angry. She feels disappointed. Yeah. There's resistance, you know? Okay. Back over here with bruh. What's up with bruh? They're detached, perplexed about this feminine's resistance. Detached and perplexed. This feminine energy is detached from them. Okay? They perplexed about why so much resistance with the feminine. Release. They've been released. And the soulmate is crossing. This is how this looks on my board. That's him. The soulmate is crossing and release. This masculine has been released. And it's good for the feminine. I told you. It's going to work out for them. This masculine is upset too. Oh, they upset. Okay? But there's some type of determination. Because it's freedom on the table for this feminine energy. Right in the middle. It's freedom for her. It's a lot of passion right now. This person's feeling upset. Okay? It's high energy on both sides of this table. Okay? And disappointment. See that? It's high energy on both ends. Okay? Because it's freedom on the table. And now everybody's reflecting. Everybody's reflecting. This person done lost this feminine energy and they panicking right now. They're panicking. You hear them alarms? And you can trust that. You can trust that. So, anything else, Spirit? 17:11 on the clock. Let's get it. What you got over here for bruh man? That's in a panic. That done lost Mariah. Whoa. What is bruh feeling? What is the true emotions for brother man? What's going on? Let's find out. Oh, they're blocked. Thinking back, reflecting. I told you that reflection. How they were arrogant, stubborn, egotistical, a narcissist, a player, pride. Stubborn. Look at that. They didn't want no strings. You know what I mean? They was doing them. They didn't want the kind of strings that this person wanted over here. You understand what I'm saying? This person was thinking about this. And they was kind of like on the pushback. Like, nah. They had too many secrets. They had too many secrets. Too many lady secrets. And now look. Look at their heart. Look at their heart. Now it's don't walk away. Now they got that call. Hit them with that call. Yeah. Not only that. Yeah. They might have one of those on the way too. Yeah. It was definitely a lot of bullshit. All right. What's going on? GPS. Driving, traveling. Okay? Also somebody's tracking. It's love, hate, you know? Used to love them, but not no more. Spiritual chaos. Ego death, downward spiral. There's an awakening. This person got bad debt with somebody. This is not the feminine energy. I'm saying someone has bad debt with her. With her. Someone's going through a spiral because of her. Remember, the love-hate is on the table. Right here. Okay? That's why this is happening. We're getting it in this reading right now. Separating fully from this person. If there's any kind of attachments, marriage, property, children, separating it all. See that? Fuck over you. All right. Shh. Who? What I told you. They're being rejected right now. And it's going to stay that way. They're going to come around talking about they love you. They do not want the Divine Collective to be single. They do not want this letting go. And right now, emotions are running high because of reckless love. People are not happy. People are not happy. See? They're not happy. Somebody feels like they got trapped in what they did. Not only that, the Divine Collective saw it. That's what the secrets came out. Yeah, they thought it was a trap. Listen, I don't think we got to say no more. What that say? Thug. Psycho. Crazy ex, obsessed and won't let go. Feeling very ashamed. Feeling guilty, embarrassed, and in the wrong. Goodbye. All right. Praying. Watch out. The Divine Collective, whoever this story applied to, oh, y'all gonna be all right. Y'all about to be living in the moment, baby. Everything's gonna be okay. While over here, it's gonna be some coping going on. Because once they get a load of the living that the Most High is gonna be having you do after all of this, remember I told y'all, this was nasty. This was nasty work out here. 2 snakes. It was nasty what this person did. Whoever you are, Divine Collective, you're going to be all right. Because it's going to be shocking once they get a load of how you're going to be living. And you're going to be plenty fake busy on this person right here. Plenty. What I told you. Plenty fake busy on them. You're going to tell them, go ahead. Chase your addiction. Go chase your addiction. Think I'm lying? What? Turning back. Oh, they wish they could turn back the hands of time. You just turning back. All right, Collective. That is the baby tapping. Just want y'all to know I got a drop about some trickster. Somebody that sold a bunch of fantasies and a bunch of dreams to somebody. And I told you they said this is for Mariah. About my face, boy. About my face. That's what I heard. Go play that, y'all. The cutest line at the end of that, the bars, the 16, is when she said, even if I was a Harvard graduate with a PhD and something, you couldn't put me together, and you gave me 2 Lego blocks, I wouldn't put it together. I wouldn't put it together. Something like that, Collective. Something like that. Right now, this person is trying to find some courage to even come and speak up because they feel so damn guilty. Oh, they feel so damn guilty. Okay, so whoever you are, Collective, that is the reading. I'll be back. Please like, subscribe, and share. Stay blessed as long as you exist, and I will see you on the next one.